2-1.
Beautiful
India.
spinning service, like a screwball.
Ready, men.
And it's delivered with the sole of the shoe. He got his foot way up there, didn't hit it with the top part of the foot, the instep, with the sole, and put a lot of spin on it.
Point India. It's over. Four, 1. Point Japan.
There's the celebration yet again. Adding a bit of variety here, Japan.
2-4. Point India. It's over.
That's the second time that the Japanese serve has gone wide.
5-2. Point India. It's over.
This is what the crowd need at the end of a long day. They need India marching to victory, procession-like.
6.
Yeah, it's been unbeaten so far in the mixed quadrant. To begin the day, India had to endure the heartbreak in the semi-final of the men's doubles. And then that's called out.
Point Japan.
Yes, that's out. And later, the women as well, losing in the final, the medal match against Myanmar.
Please, ball, please.
We've got the Regu event starting tomorrow as well, so the excitement continues. Alongside, we've also got the mixed quadrant event finals as well tomorrow.
Screwball service again.
Point India.
And it pays off.
Ready, Japan.
Directed wide there by Segusa.
3-7.
The whistles have come out here for India.
Point India. It's over.
You just mentioned that you know the Japanese coach for a while. We'll come back to that
Timeout,
in
Japan.
a bit because Japan have just called for a timeout.
Yeah.
Time's up. Players ready. Japan.
Japan brought the system back in their country to produce those players. Now, for some time, it looks like they're stuck maybe at one level. How can they move to the next? Because they've done that in other sports like hockey, football in particular. So they've got that in their culture, obviously, to rise up the ranks in sport.
Point India.
They've got to keep working at it because the first generation is the likes of Terashima Takeshi, the men's coach. They're actually at the other end of the camera angle at the moment, so we can't see them.
9.
There's Yano Chiharu. So they're the first generation. They're now late 30s, early 40s. They started playing 15 years ago. They're the first generation. They're passing it on to a second generation, and you can't really do things overnight. But they just need to keep building up. They need to keep getting a little bit closer to the likes of Myanmar, Malaysia, India, particularly in the women's. The men's, they did have some decent results quite early on in the ISTAF days, 2011, 12, 13. The women a little bit further behind, but they seem to be catching up now. And they've got it developed at university level, so it just needs to grow. It'll grow organically.
5, 9.
And if Japanese sport is still investing in Sepaktakraw, and there's Terashima Takeshi in the background there, if they're investing in it, then it means they think that there is a future.
India.
And you never know which sport picks up where, because as India moved to 10-5 here, take the example of Kabaddi. For the longest time in India, everyone thought that India obviously undisputed number 1. But there have been times in different tournaments where Iran have challenged India, South Korea too have challenged India.
Point India.
There's a challenge coming here, yes it is. Now, the challenge is going to be, was the ball touched by
Japan
a Japanese player?
9.
I can't remember which one it was. I think it might have been Izawa. Did they touch the ball before it hit the floor? Because the ball landed out, and it's whether it was touched by a Japanese player first. So the spike by Akash was out. Again, Nishad, you love a cricketing analogy. It's an LBW appeal, and did it hit the bat before the pad or the pad before the bat?
And you've got to do that without ultra edge. Meanwhile, I quite like the Japanese apparel, quite stylish.
Well, that's the reason why the team out there at the moment, they've covered up the Bihar logos. It's because they've had a contract with a certain apparel manufacturer, an exclusive contract that they have to wear at every tournament they're at, and that's been in place for 15 years now.
Some of the dignitaries enjoying the action here at the ISTAF Sepaktakraw World Cup, and we've got the decision that's called in.
So it counts as in as far as India can see. It was a serve. There we go. And was it in, and was it, well, it was on the line. So that's what we're actually looking for.
11. India.
I thought it was a poor set by Akash, but he was actually just giving himself space to hit it down the corridor.
12-5.
And even if it was a poor set, then he adapted absolutely perfectly.
Point Japan.
That's off his bat, gone out, and we see that celebration from Japan again.
It's over. Ready?
Yesterday when the Japanese women were playing the doubles,
6
and
12.
we just noticed a bit of emotion in one of the players' eyes, because they knew how close they had come. And these matches really matter to a country like Japan, trying to make their mark at the highest level.
India.
Yeah, they need to learn from a few things here. They're trying the three-strong block, and Akash every time is just dinking it over the top.
13,
3 or 4 times 6. In a row he's done that.
Point.
Take service.
India. It's over.
He wasn't Akash serving for once as well. Sets up 8 set points
Japan.
for India.
Raghu captain, Japan. Raghu captain. Raghu captain. Please, when I call
The Japanese captain has been asked to approach the referee's cubicle.
6 game point.
And here we go
14.
now.
Point.
India have the first set.
Players at the baseline.
They've stormed past Japan 15-6.
Players change side.
And it's that man again, Akash. Came into the lineup in the second match. And at the end of the first set, 1-0 to India. They've taken that 15-6. This is the mixed quadrant
First set,
event
India
at the
win.
ISTAF Sepaktakraw World
15-6.
Cup 2025
2
in
minute rest.
Patna.
Time's up. Players, ready.
Here at the ISTAF Sepaktakraw World Cup in Bihar,
Second set,
India
India
leading
to serve.
1-0 against Japan.
Ready, Japan.
Remember, this is the mixed quadrant event. India took that first set 15-6.
Ready.
To begin proceedings in the second, we've got Akash from India, who'll start
Love all.
with the service.
Point. Japan.
Early celebration for Japan in the second set. It's great to see that the crowd have stayed here to support the Indian team.
1-love.
And the mixed quadrant team so far have lived up to their expectations, winning their first two matches.
Line of it.
Seem to be doing well here. And yeah, Japan, they get a point, looks like, on their own serve.
Ready.
Seems to have just landed inside the Indian territory. Yes, Japan have got that point.
Love 2.
So drew an early buffer for Japan with that point of the serve.
Point. India.
India will be keen to turn it around sooner rather than later.
Cover.
That's exactly what they do by the service won by Akash. Different types of services from him. That one was with the side of the foot. The spike again is just dinking it over the top. So the buffer instantly erased.
Ready? 2 all. Point. Ready? 3-2. Point. India.
Let that go through.
Cover.
An ideal way to leave a bouncer. Just duck, let it go.
Okay, with India with substitution from Japan. Okay. Okay, please. Okay.
Japan have made an early substitution. Sasamoto Masaki
3
has come
all.
onto the park. And Kato Keigo has gone off.
Point India.
Interesting thing to do, try to change things up, give the Indians something different to look at.
3-4. Point India.
Now India have that 2-point margin, moving to 5-3.
5.
Sasamoto Masaki has just come onto the park and had to don the role of the Tekong immediately.
Point Japan. It's over. Four, 5. Point India.
That's the second time that he's hit the net.
Cover.
He just came on, had 2 serves, and both of them into the net.
6 points out of 8. 1
6.
for India
4.
after conceding the first 2. Didn't let it get away from them early on, and then winning points on service now. It's the variety you can see from Akash.
Cover.
Yes, it's a very good range now, angling that in towards the back. And earlier he had tried something different with his serve as well, isn't it?
7.
Yes, the screwball, as I like to call it, and you slicing it with the sole of the shoe. Even when they manage to get a block, Japan, it doesn't quite come off.
India.
Putting all the effort in.
Cover. 8-4.
That's the point of the tournament so far, and it goes the way of Japan.
And they deserve to celebrate it that way. Just didn't give up, just didn't give up. Kept trying to block, kept trying to save.
Izawa, it was, who got the block in at the end. They kept that alive half a dozen times. Sheer persistence.
That was almost like a forward spike by Akash. I don't know if he really intended to play it that way.
I think he's getting a bit cheeky, thinking that he can win points with whatever he does. Wasn't the best of decisions there, but it ended up coming off.
Point Japan. It's over. 6-9. Over.
Now it's a significant lead with India at 10 to Japan 6.
6.
Japan not quite getting things right.
India.
There, for example, Takata had come forward to take the service, but ended up just heading it straight back rather than cushioning the header backwards so that his teammates could set it back up for him at the net.
Point. Japan.
Changes in Tekongs, and that one works. Segusa having a go.
It's a very good serve actually, right in the middle of all the players dipping.
11. 7. Over. Ready? 8, 11. Point.
That's gone
India.
under the net. Takes India to 12 points and within 3 points of winning this match against Japan. And once they win it, they'll surely top the group.
8. Point. India.
Everything's going their way at the moment.
It's over. Japan's miss.
I'd fancy in other circumstances that might have been challenged.
8, 13.
Very close to the net there, Akash.
Point. India. Over.
That's match point now for India with a clear margin. And they've got to serve,
Match point.
handing the ball to
14,
Akash
8.
to take on the Tekong duties.
Point Japan.
That was some good work on the net by Takata Shuma.
Ready?
Save, set, and then spiked all by himself.
Japan. Okay, ready, Japan.
Off goes Akash for the final point, or what might be the final point.
9, match point.
How about that?
14. Point, Japan.
That's a very good block by Japan, winning a point of their own service.
Then Chamba Mete came on, and it was up to him to finish things off. And he ends up going 0 for 1, or 0 for 1 at the moment.
14.
And he's got to serve now.
Point.
Not easy, just coming off the bench and trying to take on the Tekong duties.
Quite strange that they've got him to serve. Doesn't have to, but why not? I suppose they don't want to change the lineup. Gosh, you don't need to write a caption for that one.
Point.
That's out again.
Japan.
Well, with victory in sight, India thought they are going to make a change, took Akash off, got Mete in,
India.
and he's been feeling the pressure. Plus, he's got to now take the serve as well. This is interesting. I think
14.
instead of him,
12.
someone else could have taken it on. Doesn't matter.
India.
Unstoppable, unbeaten in the group stages. India, the juggernaut, roll ahead towards the semi-final of the mixed quadrant event at the ISTAF Sepaktakraw World Cup 2025. This is another straight sets victory for them over Japan.
Final result, India win 15-6, 15-12, and India win 2-love. Players and speakers, please shake hands.
That's 2-0 for India. 15-6, 15-12. They will now turn up tomorrow for the semi-final. And here's the winning moment. Finally, Mehte gets it right. Was just brought into the game really late. And the crowd, the mixed quadrant team, have given them a lot to cheer in the group stages. And tomorrow, all of them will turn up to support the four of them in the semi-finals.